Oh, started? Okay. Mm-mm.
Are we on?
Yeah,
We're we're on.
Hey, Pastor.
Well, let
Pastor.
me introduce the podcast.
Yeah, let him start the damn show.
Okay, fine.
Let me get my entrance.
All right. And welcome to the No Name Yet podcast. And our guests for today are Maurice Young and Thomas Christie, otherwise known.
Just say Griddy. Just say Griddy. You don't even throw my whole government out there. You want to say Michael too?
I mean, this is what he does. He messes up on stuff
Just
like
throw
this.
my whole name out there.
You know, like
My social is
he's giving your real name out there. He doesn't even know how to figure out a name for this podcast, but he's willing.
Well, listen, I enjoy the fact that this podcast does not have a name, so I will agree with him on that.
Listen, it's almost Easter, holidays.
What does
Holidays
that mean?
have-
What do you want to charge?
Holidays
Can we start
have
over
names.
before you guys start?
No. This is good. This is good.
No.
We're leaving all this in. This is
No.
perfect.
What do you want to start over for? What's your no
Yeah,
name?
for what? Everybody knows my name already. I mean, they didn't know the Christie part. I mean, now they,
Oh, hello, Mr. Christie.
throwing it out. It's a job interview. Welcome to the No Name Show, where we get government names, but not an actual name to the show.
I think it's because you both. I think it's because you're both Italian that you just keep agreeing with each other on these ridiculous notions.
Listen, he came to me and said, "What should I name the podcast?" I said, "Just keep it no name. It's the best." I like
Exactly my point. You proved my point just
Good.
now.
But now we have to keep it because it's my idea. You get what I'm saying?
That's the
Because
problem.
it's my idea.
That's exactly the
Well,
problem.
let's let him start the show. We're running over this whole show. Good.
And
With our
welcome.
host, Pastor
And welcome,
Moran.
and welcome, and welcome, and welcome to the No Name Yet podcast. And we have today Maurice Young.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
We're not starting over, are we?
And the artist known as
No.
Griddy.
We're not starting over. We're putting all that in there. I don't want to hear it. We're keeping all this in. The fact that you wanted to restart, we're keeping that in too.
Well,
Let's
this is what
keep the
happened with
show
two.
going. Mo
This
got
is-
no camera. We're keeping
This
it
is the
going.
No
raw.
Name Yet podcast.
That's right. That's right.
This whole no name thing is bothering me. It really is.
Well, you can bother you because we love it. The people love it.
Like I said,
Love it.
two
You don't need a
Italians.
name.
We don't need it.
It's
They
two
had it.
Italians just agreeing with each other.
As we can see that Mo cannot get his video straight.
Yeah, I can't. I
We'll
don't know
just
what's
be
happening.
graced with his voice for the rest of the show.
So he's going to be this gray box.
I'll be the Holy Spirit for today. Okay.
And
You really only need to see me, so it doesn't really matter.
letting down the masses.
This is cruel already. Gosh.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well, hello everybody once again.
You know, this show is really kind of just a disaster.
No, this is great.
And
This is my type of show. I don't know what you
my
mean.
camera's blurry. Mo's camera's not even on. Griddy's the only one who's got it together.
Got my stuff together. The only thing is I'm drinking this disgusting diet Snapple. This is awful. Whoever drinks this, you're a savage. And I'm in kind of a dilemma because this is really a first world problem that I have this, and I'm complaining because I got this from DoorDash, right? So it's like it was by accident. But can I really complain because this was literally delivered to my house like I'm a king, and I'm complaining because I got the wrong one? I mean, but can you just give me the wrong flavor, not a diet one? Like this is one of the most disgusting things I've ever had to drink in my life.
So you ordered that from DoorDash and they brought you the wrong Snapple.
I ordered a peach and they gave me a diet lemon, which is awful. It's horrible. They need to discontinue this. But I mean, how could I complain? Because it was literally just delivered to me. Like I feel bad complaining. I'll still complain though.
Yes.
I feel bad for a second. I'll still complain
I don't know why you drink Snapple anyway.
because it's
What's wrong with
good.
Snapple?
The peach is good.
Snapple tastes to me like somebody's mom bought some 4C iced tea mix and mixed it in each individual bottle.
Get out of here.
Let me tell you, I like the Honest Tea peach one, but that one is nowhere to be found. You cannot find that in the store. So I settle for either the Snapple peach or the pure leaf peach.
You
And
never
when it
had a
comes to
mango?
Snapple, the little saying under the cap is not a selling point for me either.
You never had a mango Snapple? Oh my god. Those are so
Mine
good.
say- Can you read mine?
Push a little closer. It says something about lights reduce your something. Appetite.
Wow. Lights reduce your appetite.
Yeah.
Horrible. Even the cap sucks. What are we getting into today? Besides me complaining about my Snapple.
Well, we'll just briefly touch on this video that you sent me today from what is this, Lil Naz X?
Little
You want to
Naz.
look at the Lil Nas X video?
Yeah.
All the young
Montero.
people listening.
Pastor reacts to the Lil Nas X devil video.
Let's go.
It's a mess.
Let's go.
Oh, so I mean,
It didn't even need to be made.
This is your review.
Yes.
We
Let's
should
hear
let
what you
him know that Little Nas is also gay. He's a very open gay man. Rapper.
Really? What would have gave you that idea?
You know, so for anybody who didn't know, just letting you know. For all the older people that's gonna be listening to this, like, hold on.
I don't know if that was lost on anybody at the end of that video, though. I mean, unless he's just a good actor. Listen, I dug the ending, though. By the way, I thought the ending was great. All
like
of
the
it.
ending too.
Stripper
I thought
pole,
the ending was stupid.
stripper pole down to hell, splits on the devil, twerking on the devil, snapped his head, took the crown. What's better than that? I loved it.
Because all that reflects to me is uncontrolled ego. That he would even think that the devil would put himself in that position for him to snap his neck and then for him to take over the dominion of hell.
Well, it is his video. I mean,
well, it is his video, but it's silly.
you think it's a? What did you think about everything before that?
It's a mess.
You didn't get it at all?
I think I got it. I think it's just more than soft porn.
Not a fan. I mean,
Not
I
a
wasn't a
fan.
fan of the whole video. I just like the ending. I think the ending's cool.
The ending is really non-dramatic.
Did you expect it to happen?
No, I didn't expect it to happen, but I mean, if we're going to look at this from a literary point of view, that the protagonist in this tale was not somebody I was rooting for. So when he defeated the devil, I was like, okay.
Well, now he is the devil.
Now he's the
taking
devil.
over.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, me and Mo watched it together. We didn't see too much wrong. And Mo liked it a lot more than me. He liked the whole video. I just kind of like.
Yeah, I enjoy the animation a lot.
Yeah.
Well, that's all it was, and that's a good point. That's a good point. All it was animation.
You're saying that was a strong point and everything else. You didn't like the song?
I mean, that's what I was paying it. I was trying to hear the song through the blinding special effects.
Did you enjoy the song at all? I thought the song was great. I thought it was catchy. It's a nice little bop. He knows how to write a bop.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's not memorable. I don't even remember the tune or anything.
Me and Mo been singing it. I've been singing it all damn day.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to hum it right now and get you demonetized. So.
Well, as you said, I'm not a fan.
Listen, you're a pastor. We understand.
That's right.
The imagery is not for you.
I feel it's my responsibility shaming you that you even watched it.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's not even the worst of it all, though, right, Thomas?
No, I mean, well, first of all, let me show you my T-shirt today. I really didn't even. I didn't even plan this. I didn't plan to wear this shirt today. It just, I just saw it. I said,
"See you in hell."
I mean, perfect shirt for today. Hopefully, none of the church members are watching. I apologize.
Yeah.
But speaking of church, in addition to that video, coupled with that video was the release or the soon-to-be released Satan shoes. Did you see those?
No, I didn't see those.
Can you pull up on Google? Look up
Mm-hmm.
the Satan shoes. That's another big topic.
Okay.
Getting real. We're getting real on topic today, Mo. Usually we don't get on topic on my show.
Not at all. I mean, on your show, it's
These
like
are made by Nike.
Nothing. Okay, that's what everybody was assuming at first. Nike came out with a statement and said, we have nothing to do with this. It's not us. Apparently, the company bought it from Nike. They bought like 666 pairs, and they painted them, and then now they're reselling them with this Satan garb.
Says
Your favorite artist, Lil Naz X.
Lil Nas Satan shoes
Right.
that contain drop of human blood sold out in less than a minute.
Damn. I mean, they only had 666. How could they not? People are loving them, and there's probably gonna be a bunch on eBay.
I don't know. I don't like this stuff at all.
You're not a fan of the devil
No,
imagery?
I don't think people should play with Satan imagery.
Well, let me tell you something right now. Even though I have a "See You in Hell" shirt, I agree with you on that. I think that I enjoy the movies. I enjoy like possession movies and stuff like that. But when it comes to like wearing upside down crosses and upside down pentagrams, I'm not really a big fan of that. I think too much of that energy in your life, you're drawing it in too much, if that makes sense. I think some of that imagery has weight to it, if that makes sense.
It makes complete sense.
I don't play with it too much.
anything can be a door at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Next thing
I
you
mean,
know,
and it's also what you put onto it. If you walk around with this stuff thinking it's going to bring that to you, it's going to be extra powerful, I think.
Imagine some little kid. This is what happens. This is how you get little possessed black boys and girls running around in the hood.
Well, that's what they're saying about the video. Parents are pissed that their kids are watching the video. But how could they be pissed? You're the ones that's supposed to be watching what your kids are doing. So why is everybody so outraged?
Mothers and parents are always dumb when it comes to this new era stuff. They don't know how to manage their own kids.
Exactly. What do you think? YouTube's not the parent here. You are. So I don't agree with the fact that people are outraged that the kids are watching it. You're supposed to be the one watching the kid. What do you think this is?
True.
The kids are going to get into stuff anyway.
I think parents have a certain challenge, though, in this day and age where, our access to the media when I was growing up was one television in one room that my father was generally in whenever he was home.
Yeah.
I mean, but you could say that, but
we didn't have computers. We didn't have cell phones.
It is more challenging, but it's still doable.
It's doable. It's not like you have to give a kid a tablet or a phone.
True.
You get guilted. You probably get guilted into it. I mean, I'm not a parent, so I don't know. But all I know is if there's some things I don't want them to see, I'm gonna do my best for them not to see it, regardless if they feel guilty. If they're trying to make me feel guilty about it.
There's no way my kid is gonna convince me to have TV in his room because I only have one TV.
That's it. You're gonna monitor.
You have two TVs.
I really technically only one TV.
The other one don't work.
It works. I just don't use it because it's
your stand is weak because you have two TVs.
Huh? No, I have two TVs, but I only use one.
Still got two.
No. I only use one. I'll give you that other TV.
You would put them in the same room and watch them both at the same time.
No. I mean, that may be a good idea. I don't watch TV. Leave me alone.
I don't watch TV either. I'm not a fan. So, as you're not a fan of any of this imagery, we just wanted to see what a pastor thought about it.
Yeah, I think it's a mess.
It is a mess, but you know what? It's entertainment at the end of the day. But the shoe, it's a little... I wouldn't wear it, but that company also made a Jesus shoe. I don't know if you could pull that up, but it's the opposite. They got holy water in the sole, and they got a cross. I like that. I would get the Jesus shoe. It's out of stock already, though.
Well, no, I wouldn't do that because
you wouldn't get the Jesus shoe.
See, and look what this is accomplishing. Like, I wouldn't, if I saw the headline about Satan shoes, in this media landscape, I would have skipped over it. I wouldn't have paid any attention.
But now you got us hooligans in your life.
See, now word of mouth, I'm looking up Satan shoes and Jesus shoes. So these are doing exactly
What
what
they
they
want.
wanted to do, and we're feeding into the publicity.
Well, listen, don't be surprised if next year's Bible trivia for heathens, I'm coming through in some Jesus shoes, okay? Because we got the stimulus check, and I might spend it on some Jesus shoes if they come back. I'll tell you that
Well,
right now.
I would imagine that you would buy a Jesus shoe for $2,500.
Okay, you know what? Because I know
You
where you're
could
going with this, and
put it.
you want to you want to say what
You
you
can put
want.
it next to your $1,000
You want
coffee
to? You want?
maker.
Yeah. Why don't we get into that? Because I know it's a big point of contention right now.
Oh my God, what a
The big
moron.
talk of the town is that I spent some money on a coffee machine, and everybody's up in arms
Thomas
about
bought
it.
$1,000 coffee maker.
Okay, this is what happened. Don't just throw that out there like that, okay? I mean, that's literally actually what happened. I don't know if I can even add to that to make myself look even better. I did buy on impulse $1,000 espresso machine. Okay, espresso machine, not a coffee maker. This is a coffee maker. So you see that this is not worth $1,000. Okay.
Uh-huh.
The thing I bought is like a big tank, shiny. It has 2 nozzles, so it makes 2 espressos at a time. Okay, not just one.
Oh, so you bought a commercial espresso maker?
I bought something. I bought it's a big boy. It's bad. But I really honestly, besides it making 2 espressos, have no idea what else it's capable of. Other than it being $1,000 and it's shiny. I don't know anything else about it.
And to go with it, you also bought.
To go with it, I also bought 2 coffee bags from Italy that were both worth $200.
Hold up, oh, never mind.
Oh, you wanted them to guess?
I wanted them to guess.
So I spent the whole stimulus check, $1,400, on a coffee machine and coffee from Italy because I saw, it's a family-made company, and I said, "Oh, I'm Italian. Let me help my people out in Italy. Let me get some coffee over there." And I bought $200 worth of coffee.
You helped them. They have their new pool in the back of their farm. Gold seats where Grandpa can rock back and forth on his gold.
All I gotta say is if I couldn't use that 1 cup, what is that called? Keurig machine. Mm-hmm. Get ready for the espresso machine. That's gonna be a fucking series on the channel. Trying to work that.
Well, I think you should rent a storefront on a corner and open up an espresso joint.
Griddy's Espressos.
Yeah, ask somebody to borrow their hole in the wall.
So everybody's excited about the new coffee machine, huh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
How do you feel about this? Tell me now. Tell me. Did I make a huge mistake?
You're a moron.
That's a little harsh.
Moron.
Well, I know who won't be getting an espresso.
Not me.
That's what I know that for sure.
Yes. I mean, because you expended your capital on it, I am a little excited to see it.
Would you have rather Satan shoes or espresso machine and coffee? Which one would
I don't know why that would need to be the choice.
Because he's an oddball for some reason. He just needs to
Jesus shoes, espresso machine.
No, I don't like the Jesus shoes. They're white.
Love it.
They're white Nikes with a baby blue stripe on the bottom. I mean,
and a cross.
They're not. Where's the cross?
It's like
on the
there's
top.
like a There's
a crucifix.
It dangles.
On the top.
It dangles.
And people really went crazy for this stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's the exclusivity of it because they only made they probably made 777 of those.
That's
777. Well, you know what else is crazy?
What?
I'm glad you said that. That's a great segue. It's crazy that you guys actually believed I would buy $1,000 espresso machine and $400 worth of coffee. I did not do that. I wanted to see if you guys would believe me, and you fell for it hook, line, and sinker. I absolutely would not do something so dumb with my stimulus check. The fact that you thought I would is actually offensive. How could you believe
last night he was lying?
How could you believe such a thing?
Well, now I don't. Now I don't know what to believe.
Don't believe those Jesus shoes.
The espresso machine was total. I mean, I just wanted to see what you think, and you bought it. A little much, but I can't believe you guys would believe me. I don't know if I should be offended
do you
or if I
really
just think
believe
it's
him?
funny.
Well, I would look at it that I took you at your word.
He
I
did
did not
believe
believe
me,
him.
and he asked me if I was bipolar because I made him. And to be fair, I think I should assess that. I think I should assess that right there. That I think there's other things that would implicate me for being bipolar, but
Oh
I don't want to
man.
talk about that on the show right now. That's a different show.
That would
Okay.
definitely
Different.
make
All right.
somebody. If you really spent that, and I would wake up every day in a panic attack.
No, I wouldn't do that right now.
Griddy, go ahead and buy it.
That would be financial
I
suicide.
want you to buy it.
That would be financial. I mean, you let me use your stimulus check, then I'll buy it. Give me a
My
loan.
stimulus check is gone.
Let me get a loan. Wait, you guys made like $3,000 from the Bible from the church stream, right?
Yes,
You
yeah.
guys exceeded over $1,000. So let me get some of that.
It's for the church.
Why don't you use that money to buy the $1,000 espresso machine for the church? I'll come over and I'll work it. I'll
Listen,
serve
the church
coffee
needs
to the congregation.
The church needs a little bit of fixing up. It's for him.
Well, that might be a deal.
You saying that you would put that money towards an espresso machine for the church, and I can work the machine and give it out to people for free during the service?
No, not for free. You would sell the coffee.
Oh, okay, and you're gonna have people jacked up because that's espresso. You're gonna have people hallelujah. They're gonna be catching the whole. They're gonna be spinning around. It's gonna be a lit. It's gonna be a lit.
I don't know
service.
if God was in it. It might be a possibility because I wanted somebody to open a cafe in our fellowship hall
You got your man.
I never
Only
knew
thing
you
is,
wanted that
to make
happen.
to
I
make
won't-
to
I
make
won't wear the
St.
shirt.
James a permeable space in New York Mills.
I'll
I think
do
that's
it,
a fantastic idea.
and I will not wear this shirt.
No, you won't.
I'll do it. I'll come by. I'll make coffee for the. I'll have everybody lit up. Everybody will be excited.
Amen.
It'll be great.
Pastor, what else is new?
Usually they tell people they need a new air conditioner. You're going with we need a new espresso machine.
We can't buy an air conditioner big enough to cool down St. James.
No, we cannot. There's no dang air conditioner in the world that can.
Enough
cool
about
it.
me. This is not my show. Enough about my.
Yeah. Pastor, what's on your mind? What's going on?
Well, let's not move away from the church and air conditioning it for just a second. It has always been a question in my mind on how people built these humongous churches back in the 1800s and had no air conditioning, used to heat them with coal or like a wood-fired furnace. How did they keep it warm? And secondly, how did people not die in the sanctuary during the summertime? I mean, our sanctuary can seat 350 people, and I can just imagine 350 people sitting in that sanctuary on a 90-degree day, and I just see a lot of people passing out.
Oh yeah, and it's not from the Holy Spirit.
I guess people were made a little tougher back then.
No,
They
you
were.
know they were. You ever seen the videos of the movies of people in the South going to the church? Some of
So you
those
got the
old,
fans. You
yeah,
got the fans
they
and the
only
big
using the
hats.
fans and drinking some maybe the older people get some water, but most of those people are, woo, yeah, Lord, you know.
I don't know how that was. I don't know anything about that because I rarely go to church, so I don't know. I wouldn't know.
All right. And, what we forgot to mention was that there was supposed to be a specific guest today who,
Right.
it's the second time that I've got blown off for
The
the,
second time you got blown off, and the second time the Gridster came through.
yes,
In clutch. I'm like on the bench for you. I'm on the bench team.
I know.
Bench warmer.
And Mo was ready to go, but now that he's actually here, he can't even get his video going.
At least we
That's
got
crazy.
half of it though. Last time he didn't even show up at all. We got him on the phone.
He gave it another shot.
At least we got his beautiful voice.
All right. Well, I wanted to talk about this video that Mo asked me to watch. So
You want me to explain the situation?
Mo, explain who this person is, because I didn't know who he was before you told me about him, and you explain who he is and what the situation is.
Okay, so the videos that we're about to watch, or video that we're about to watch, is a video of Derrick Jaxn. Are we watching the one on his wife or them both together?
Uh, both together.
Okay, so quick notes. Basically, Derrick Jaxn is a life coach, love coach on YouTube. He's been around for a few years. Um, he has built up a huge following, built around women. A lot of his messages is encouraging uh, older women, 40 and up, and women in general, to find love and, in his words, quote unquote, empowering women. However, he is also known, and this is a majority for black women. However, at the same time, he's also known for bashing the black men on the same time. And categorizing men all as one unit instead of categorizing people as they're separate, what they are, the bad as the bad and the good as the good. But he tends to categorize everybody as one. It just recently came out that the type of messages he's been giving out to women, and that you don't want a man like that cheats on your wife and everything else like that. It just recently came out 2 weeks ago that yeah, he's had three side chicks, and he's supposed to be a very, and I wanted Pastor to watch this because this man and his family, his wife is a very Christian woman. She's been like this for years. And he's been part of the church. He's Christian as well. But he says some interesting things. He even at one point blames it on Jesus.
All
How
right,
dare you?
so we'll watch it piece by piece, and then we'll comment on it.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's see Thomas' face on this one.
I've already seen this.
Yeah, so yeah, but I get
I've
to
seen a
see
few
you.
of these things.
I get to see you.
Mo put me on. I had no idea who this was.
Okay, so you can see them.
Yes,
Yep.
right.
All right. I would just like to point out his wife's face.
Not looking too happy.
Not looking
Not happy at all.
at all.
She
Well,
looks
Mo
broken.
didn't. I don't know if you mentioned this, Mo, but
Mhm.
the people who have known about him, I didn't know about him, but you claim
Yes.
that he's on YouTube for like what, 3-4 years now, saying
About
this
like
stuff.
6 years, yeah.
Okay, and this is the first time. Not only did we find out that he cheated on his wife, y'all didn't even know he had a wife
Didn't know he had a
till
wife.
now. This is
Didn't
the
even
first
know he had a
time.
wife.
This is the first time the public, his fans, are seeing his wife.
And I just want to say that this is this perception that we, as human beings, that people really got to learn to get out of. Is like, yes, you are attractive. Somebody can be attractive because Derrick Jaxn is an attractive man. That's not the problem. But when I talked to many females before, they said, oh, they liked him because he was attractive. And it was more like, he was telling women what they wanted to hear, what was not always the truth. And it's vice versa. And people need to be careful with that and be aware, especially if somebody is approaching you with Christianity. I'd rather meet somebody that's a mess up, a screw up, but I know they're trying in life, than somebody to pretend there's something that they're really
Right.
not.
That's
So, and if you look at his wife at the moment, she's angry, she's cold, she's hurt. By the way, she did know about this for a good year before they publicly announced this.
Yeah.
But the internet is a harsh place, so you can tell it's affecting her.
Before we start, it is harsh, and he knows that because he turned the comments off and the like to dislike ratio up on his video. So he knows how harsh it could be, and he's being a punk. But commence.
All right. And I just have one more question, Mo.
Yes,
why do
sir.
people care?
Okay, so why do people care? One, this man has stole millions and millions of dollars through a lot of women, and believe it or not, a lot of these women are Christian women.
Well, through his books and things like that, his merchandise.
Books, coachings, all of that. You can talk. Sometimes guys like him, they offer deals where you can talk talk to him directly, get advice, donations, his books and all of that stuff. So he's been giving out false advice, ruining relationships. Comments are coming out that people are like, wow, I listened to this man, and now I realize that the advice that he was giving me was bad for my last relationship, because he was encouraging women not to be really, he would say the words of, oh, you're empowered, you're strong, you're this, but there wasn't accountability on.
Well, he would warn about cheaters while he was cheating, basically.
Pretty much, you know, and then he would encourage people to be certain behaviors, but he, you know, it's a relationship.
Okay, let's get into the video.
Let's go. Let's go.
What's going on, guys? Derrick Jaxn here, and today I am joined by my lovely wife, Danae, and we just wanted to address a couple of things. You know, we understand that some of you may have already heard, maybe not, that this chapter of our marriage is one that was preceded by a marriage that I completely failed. And I would say it just started around August, maybe September of last year. But, you know, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true. Some of it is completely false. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jaxn was involved with other women outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear.
She looks like she's about to pass out.
I wasn't focusing on that. I was more focusing on that he's talking about himself in third person, which is very strange.
That's right. He was.
This
continues. This continues. Denia.
Yeah.
That should be his name. He's a denier.
Well, how did they pronounce his wife's name? Danae? It's Danae, right?
Oh, at least said deny. I thought it was Denia.
No, everybody online has been calling her Denia. We're like, because when you read it, it's like, it sounds like Denia. So
when I saw this for the first time, the thing that I focused on for most of the video was the way in which he's got his hand clamped around her hand.
And look at this image right here. I mean, look at her face. She looks like she wants to kill him.
Yeah.
Commence.
Here, I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about as serious as sex, to sexual flirtation and meeting up and that kind of thing. And some things that otherwise may be considered okay by some in terms of like just chatting or checking on people or being checked on by people that I've had a previous encounter with. But without my wife's knowledge of it and with us having a sexual history, all of it falls under the umbrella of inappropriate, cheating, affair, stepping out. Definitely not in alignment with the vows that I took, and definitely not in alignment with the biblical standard of what it means to be faithful, which is the standard that I'm going by now.
So thoughts?
You know, he says that he was biblically going by now and all of that. I wonder when he thinks that he just left God, because was it when the money came involved, or what was it? Because, you know, she's been open about her relationship with God. You can tell she's a very spiritual woman, and I feel really bad for her. I really do.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, she looks like a hostage in this video.
She really does.
Yeah.
I like those stairs in the back, though.
She's probably blinking in Morse code to help get me out. I need help.
Yeah. Well, you know, and I was looking at it at her free arm, and I know that, you know, I should not advocate violence, but, you know, I wouldn't be mad at her if she just used that free arm to smack him in the face.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad either.
Make for a more entertaining video.
Something, yeah, like I said earlier, that before we only heard about one woman, but now we heard about there was 3 women, and apparently one of the women got pregnant.
That's a new development as of like today or yesterday.
Yeah.
That he
was recording video.
But at this time, we didn't know. They didn't know about the baby at this time. This is like 4 days ago.
Nope.
Okay.
So let's see.
All right.
Now, I'm saying this publicly, not because I'm, you know, married to you guys. First and foremost, I'm accountable to God.
No, because you would cheat on me too.
Wife, in which we've already had this conversation. I've already told her literally everything. I've given her basically a roll call list. If I've said hello to a woman in the last...
Don't be proud of that.
Okay, first of all, let's end that right there. You think that happened? You think that happened?
No.
Yeah, that because
he He said as much as he needed to get off the hook. He didn't mention no every damn name on the list.
For the last 12 years.
Get out of here.
Yep, for the
Denia.
last 12 years.
Right.
Oh, happy home.
And he points at he could have heard, he lost.
Oh, he loses more, I think.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
Now that it's been made so public, it's important that I first off let you guys know I do not stand by those actions. I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. And then secondly, I know that I cannot build a platform preaching certain things, preaching against certain things, and then in my real life live contrary to that for any amount of time or any length of time to any extent and think that I can't be held accountable.
well, I mean, you know it now because you got caught.
Right. I don't think his platform is the priority at this time.
Not at all. I'm sure his wife and kids are the main priority in that new baby.
Well, the new baby.
The new baby. And he looked like a bug when he talking to us. I don't know. His eyes wide open. He don't want to blink.
Well, I mean, he's only basically saying this because he got caught. He would have kept going and kept being a hypocrite if he didn't get caught. So, right. I mean.
All right, let's go.
You know, the same way that I preach, you know, men and women in this situation need to face consequences of their actions, deserve to be held accountable. Guess what? Derrick Jaxn's no exemption. He's not exempt from that. I'm also not a victim. Nobody made me do this. She didn't make me or push me to do it. The next person didn't make me. No friend influenced me. It don't matter how I was raised and what trauma, whatever. Look, I made decisions. I made a series of decisions that I got to account for. There's no excuse or justification.
Yeah, accepting the responsibility for your actions is not something that you should be applauded
This
for.
is a baseline.
No.
This is like not applaudable at all, like you said. This is just normal stuff here.
Every person in the face of the planet, when you go through something
you want a gold sticker for this, or what do you want?
Yeah,
you
no,
want a medal,
I wish people gave me millions of dollars when I did effed up things.
Yeah, a participation certificate.
Hey,
good job, pal.
Good job. You announced to the world that you're a screw up.
You're doing the least you can.
Yeah,
you did the bare minimum.
I've already made that bed and have had to lie in it.
You laid in beds. We know you laid in beds.
That wasn't a good expression to use.
We know.
Now this is being made public to you guys, so we're bringing that forth to you guys to let you know where we're at with that. But did you want to say anything?
Yes, so I do want to just add that I agree with what he just said. There is no justification.
And he's holding her hand tighter.
Yeah, I mean, these are the signs of a serial killer. Somebody that is gripping tightly, somebody that is talking in third person. These are very bad signs.
He's not even looking at her. He's looking down.
He's looking like they might have a script under there for her to read, really. There might be a script on his lap or something.
Right.
For bringing other women into our marriage on any level, and it was unacceptable, and it's not something that I tolerate or that we tolerate moving forward. And
absolutely not.
When I've been flooded again with messages and these things and about, I need to leave or why haven't I left? And the answer is, when I found out about it, I left. I did not hesitate or waste time to do so, and I stayed gone. No matter how many times he came, I stayed gone. And
he came.
I am not coming back. And I did not come back until I seen a shift and a change in his mentality and how he carried himself and how he presented himself and conversations that we were able to have that we had never been able to have in just 12 years of knowing each other. And when we were able to have these dialogues, said, okay, Lord.
Now, what do you think is going on inside of his head right now?
And this was with me being.
What do you think he's thinking about right now? Not what she's saying, right?
No, not at all.
You think he's thinking about the next time he's going to get to take a drive and make a video and the pit stop that he usually takes to make those videos? Because if you didn't know, Pastor usually drives while he makes his videos, and usually he was driving to the booty call.
We assume the next booty calls.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a plausible.
I mean, he doesn't look very engaged.
No.
I mean, it looks like he doesn't listen at all, really, to her.
I mean, how could you be engaged? I mean, my eyes are glazing over while she's talking right now. I'm not even engaged. I'm like, what are you talking about? We're trying to hear from him. You didn't do nothing.
I
She
keep
didn't do
looking.
nothing.
I keep looking at his face, and it just says to me, "I hope she doesn't do something."
That's
All I
what
see
I'm.
is
That's what I'm saying too. Like, oh, he's like, oh, don't say the wrong thing. Don't say the wrong thing. Don't say the. That's all I hear in my head is him saying, like, don't say the wrong.
I bet you they got a script somewhere. She's reading off a script. She gotta be. Or she has something memorized or something. This is
It's too much. Continue, Pastor. Do your thing.
completely removed from his life, and him pursuing God, continuing to pursue God, and continuing to eliminate these
Little nod
things
for
that
God.
led up to the catastrophe that you guys are seeing for the first time. So there's nothing out there right now that is information that I don't already know about or haven't known about. And so this is not something that is new. We have moved forward from it. We have gotten counsel for it and continue to do so. He is still continuing to pursue God and continuing to seek guidance and
Are
wise.
you sure that's what he's seeking?
He is not
Are
seeking
you
that.
sure that's what he's
That's
seeking?
not what he's
Are
seeking.
you sure that's where his appointments are? Where his appointments are?
Continue.
Is she sure?
I don't know if she's sure.
She's not sure. This is the problem, in my opinion. This is the problem with Christianity. And I've said this, Pastor. What was the line that you said yesterday about heaven being so high and blah blah blah?
Being so
put him on the
heavenly
spot.
minded for no earthly good.
Yes, and
You
this
think
is what
big-
it. This is what it is.
No, I'm saying break down that quote.
So it's basically the mindset of that is usually what happens with people who are so religious that they everything around them is so about God that when they deal with man, they forget, they don't realize that the rest of the world, the majority of the world acts and abides by a different rule set. So when they in situations with men like Derrick, things can look so sugary good, so good on the outside that a lot of these women don't even take the time. They have no idea what they're dealing with.
He has ulterior
And all you
motives
have to, and a lot of
ungodly.
guys, yeah, and a lot of the times, girls, a lot of women, in my experience, are looking for the character, not the person. And this
Well,
is
it's
what
all about what he portrays. So
That's
that's
all
what
it-
everybody was buying, and that's why he got into hot water. Because at the end of the day, like you said, Pastor, why would we care? And at the end of the day, I think this is funny. I really don't care about this because I'd never seen this guy. I don't know about this guy. I think this is a funny situation. But at the end of the day, I don't care if the person that I look up to or the person I consume content from or any type of thing from is cheating on their spouse at all. It won't affect me. I will not care. If the CEO of Starbucks had 15 mistresses, it will not change my Irish cream habits at all. I might buy. I don't care. I don't care if one of the mistresses came up with the Irish cream and it's disrespect. I'll buy more. I don't really care. This is just funny because
I understand what you're saying.
it's just that this guy was being a hypocrite. That's why the world gives a crap.
Well, I would
You
say it's a
sell
little more
books.
than him being a hypocrite.
That's what I would say too.
The CEO of Starbucks never tried to give you advice.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's selling books and making videos about this stuff and then doing the opposite. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why it's important. But at the end of the day, if this was anybody else, who cares what they do? I don't care who they cheat on and anything like that.
Continuation of me being present and in this marriage and to stand by his side. So today where I'm at is at peace and I proudly stand by his side and I have no hesitation, I have no hurt, no shame about that. And it's only because of the grace of God and the mercy of God. And
Amen.
Wait. Hold on a second.
A new chapter.
Wait. I want to go back.
Isn't it really her mercy?
No. Now try to watch this closely. When
right,
she says the
lines.
grace of God and the mercy of God, look where she looks.
Continuation of me being present and in this marriage and to stand by his side. So today, where I'm at is at peace, and I proudly stand by his side, and I have no hesitation, I have no hurt, no shame about that. And it's only because of the grace of God and the mercy of God. And
What did you
What
look
do you
at there?
say?
What did you pick up?
She's looking at his hand,
Like, get the hell off me.
Yeah.
like the grace of God and the mercy of God. And she's like looking at his hand, like, would you just let me go?
Have mercy on my hand. Stop squeezing it.
I never even picked that up. That's great.
Yeah. And look, he's just looking straight forward.
He's just looking like he wants
Yo,
to.
that's
He
the,
needs.
listen.
He's ready to be done with this.
I've been in a lot of crazy spots with a lot of crazy places, and that's the face. I'm telling y'all right now, that's the face of
This
somebody.
is like when you just get reprimanded and you
No,
really
he's
don't care.
terrified. That's
He's got
terrible.
he's got her hand in both of his hands.
Oh, this is great.
He's terrified.
we have already turned a new chapter in this story. We are continuing to move forward, and we are just now sharing that with you.
Amen.
And I forgave him, and most importantly, God has first forgiven him, and I also forgive the others as well. And with that, we
The
are
others.
free and moving forward. So
Absolutely.
that's all I have.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
Amen.
get it. Some of y'all, like, this may come as a huge shock, probably a huge disappointment. I let a lot of you down. If you've had a perspective shift on who Derrick is, hopefully it's away from anything remotely close to perfection. And it is simply that, I am a human, and that does not justify anything that I did. But I don't want anybody out there to be putting me on a pedestal. If you did, and I hate that you did that. Maybe I gave you cause for that, and I apologize if I did. For those who are saying, Derrick, I don't want to ever listen to you again, it's totally understandable. I appreciate you while I had your support and helping me get the message out about healing and healthy relationships to so many.
My media empire may collapse.
And you know what? I don't blame you for putting me on this pedestal. Like, and then in the other video, he kind of blames people for putting. He's like, he does a video reacting to this, and he's talking all in third person, so it looks like even more of a serial killer. Like, there's probably a body and a shovel in the trunk, probably whoever snitched on him for this. And he's like, at the end of the day, though, guys, like, it's really, like, not my fault you guys put me on a pedestal and idealized me. Like, it's not really my fault you thought I was such a great guy. Like, don't blame that on me. And I'm just like, wow, you're really going to shit on the people that supported you all the time and basically say, like, it's not their fault that they supported you so hard and believed you for everything you said? Like, they gave you the benefit of the doubt? Not a good idea.
I loved when he licked his lip. He did the swiped his lip and licked his lip because he knew he was dry and he was nervous. That was a telltale sign.
All right, now let's finish this up.
Yep.
Please.
People who needed it, myself included. And for those who are going to continue to support, man, I appreciate you like never before, because I know it's not going to be easy.
Because I know you're a fool.
At least for a little while so many things are still fresh and attached to my name. But for everybody out there, if you get nothing else from what I've ever said over the last 9 years or right here in this video, please get this. Nothing is right until it is right with God. Nothing works until it comes into alignment with biblical standard of how God do things, especially when we're talking about a marital, spiritual covenant.
Yes.
You cannot do this by your own understanding, your own intelligence, your own willpower, your own values. You have
Bring it home, Derrick. Bring it home.
to break free from certain things, to stay away from certain things.
I would love to see
to not operate from your lowest self, whatever it may be. It's only by God's grace that we're even able to be here on this video, holding hands.
Only God.
Well, like a year ago, 7-8 months ago, even, I couldn't see this happening. I thought it was over, and I already had begun establishing my relationship with God. But that's the fruit of bringing things in alignment with God, and the mess that's made, the mess that's now being made public from last year and years past. That's a result of getting out of alignment with doing things God's way. So that's where I stand. That's where we stand. And again, we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you soon. Peace.
Peace, man. Wow, he was that last part right there. He was trying to really drive it home. He memorized that. You saw he went on a roll right there. She was like, yes, yeah. She was giving him ad libs. Yes. I don't even know what he said.
It's all gonna be okay. We're all good. It's
Wow,
all
we
gonna be
are.
okay.
I love how he says.
We've all worked it out.
What did he say? He said, "Oh, for those who continue to support me, I really appreciate you." Yeah, I bet you do because they're fools. You appreciate their foolishness.
You know, I might give this guy some credit if he started doing his future videos from the house.
I think the next video was from the car too. The next video was from the car.
Yeah, the next
Yeah,
He
they're
didn't say.
all the ones that I saw were from the car.
he did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, next thing you know, he'll be selling books next to Joel Osteen.
He probably is already been. Joel ain't getting caught up now like this though. Joel's
Not
a little
yet.
smarter. Joel's a little smarter. I mean, he probably needs to open them doors during the floods and the hurricanes, but other than that, he ain't getting caught up.
If Joel's having an affair, he's definitely doing it far away in another country.
Well, do any of us feel superior to Derrick Jaxn?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't either.
Absolutely
Not at
not.
all. Not at all. I mean, it's a lot of lessons being learned, to be honest, for me. I like, as somebody part of the black community, somebody who, believes in God. For my idea, I've never, and Pastor know this about me, I'd rather be myself and know that I believe in God than be somebody else to impress people with my knowledge of God. And there's a big difference, to being something in front of other people, other church members. Sometimes it looks like people are club members instead of actual believers. And it just shows like, there's a lot of work. And I'm glad at this point at 26 years old, I can understand like, okay, there's stuff I got to work on as a man. So even if I was ready to be married, things like this wouldn't happen. I would hope nothing like this would happen. At least I would work on myself, be aware of myself so that something like this wouldn't happen. I couldn't imagine being, he's older than me too. He's older than, he's older than me and Griddy. So I couldn't imagine this.
Well, he certainly knows how to make money.
Well,
he
that's
knows
the
how to
whole
make
that's
money.
the whole goal. And I think me and Mo were talking about this before because I said, usually you got to look out for people, especially people who are making money with something like this. If somebody is approaching you with such emphatic traits, like they're totally this way, they're probably not that way. They're probably the opposite. Like if somebody is the toughest guy, he's the loudest, toughest guy, he's usually not the loudest, the toughest guy. The loudest guy is usually not the toughest guy. So be wary of people like this. Not saying that I'm not a hypocrite in my own way.
No, I think we all hypocrites in our own little ways, but it's a problem when you start again like
when you create a public persona.
You
You're
create
taking
a public
advantage of
persona
people.
and
That's when you get in
exactly
trouble.
that's horrible. And then as a man to put your woman in the front line like that when she had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I don't know if she would need to be in the video.
She did not. She did it.
Like that was she was a hostage.
She looked like one.
I mean, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, that was probably not a good idea. They didn't know about her from the jump, so why show her in the first place? Why drag her into this? Now she got to be known by face as this woman.
Because that was the deflect. He was deflecting. That's like a narcissistic behavior thing. Like, oh, I gotta deflect, and he did attack. So he did a few steps already. So,
and to prove that he definitely learned his lesson, because he really needed to drive home that he learned his lesson in the next video. In the next video, he made sure to plug his new book all about his journey from cheater to the best husband in the world. And we're going to be along for the ride for only $13.99. Woo! I can't wait for the book.
Yeah, I saw the book on his website.
He had the link in that video.
He's got two of them.
I was like, man, if this guy's suffering from
what is the one?
Is
the first
suffering?
Huh?
If this guy is suffering from more than just like, being a cheater, it's that guy needs a PR person ASAP. Like he needs to hire, he got a lot of money. He needs to hire a PR person. I would have said, okay, maybe we don't put the book out this year. Maybe we give this thing some time to breathe, and we'll hit up Barnes and Noble in a year. Let people know you learned your lesson. I mean, he's obviously a pretty good liar if he's been able to lie for this amount of time. Keep up the lie and just wait for the book. I mean, my man threw that out there real quick.
Yeah.
That's like fucking somebody over and asking for a favor the next day.
He's got 7 books out. One is a book of poetry that says "I still want it."
I bet you do. I bet you do. Let's hear these book titles. Read them down. I still want it.
A Cheating Heart, that's sold out.
He got that.
Single Mothers Are for Grown Men Only, that's sold out.
Okay. Interesting.
Let's see.
I'm assuming they are. They're not for children.
Cheating Man's Heart 2.
So I guess we can expect a sequel for this.
Well, there is a Cheating Man's Heart Part 3. It seems like he knows a lot about the topic.
Nostradamus. We're gonna get two more
Nostradamus.
we're gonna get 2 more scandals after this. I'm sorry, I did it again.
All right.
Really appreciate the people supporting me this time.
Things She Wishes You Understood, that's sold out.
Oh man.
Let's see what else. I Still Deserve It.
I bet you think you do.
That's sold out. And I've Come Too Far.
As I said before, there was a lot of coming. A lot of coming in the last 9 years.
Oh my.
He knows how to do anything. We know he knows how to do that.
And
This
he
episode
has
is definitely. This episode's not for the church folk. I wouldn't promote this one on the.
Yeah, no, this one is just going to be on my Facebook. And he's selling Mentally Stimulate Me cards.
What is that? I want to buy those actually. I want that. How much are those?
Those are, well, it's shopped now.
Can we get a bio on those? What is that about?
Oh my
There's
God.
an original set, deluxe set, 3rd edition box set,
Wow.
remix,
This is a lot of stimulation.
2nd edition box set, 3rd edition, complete box set, and God Don't Like Ugly cards.
He don't. He don't.
And guess what? I'm sorry to disappoint you, Griddy. They're all sold out.
Damn it. I got to get him on eBay. I got to get him.
I wonder if he sold out of all this stuff because of this scandal.
Definitely
Maybe,
did.
or maybe he just didn't. Maybe he just doesn't make a lot of quantity. Maybe he doesn't make like mass quantities of it. Once it's sold out, he just lets it rock. But man, does he know how to swindle?
He has a beautiful website. I got to give him that.
I'm sure he does. He seems pretty marketing savvy.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the nicest looking websites I've ever seen. Because there's some bad websites out there.
Listen, shout out. What are you gonna do? Make your money, man. Make your money.
Mental Health is the New Wealth sweatshirts.
I want the one that says, I want a sweater that says, I came too far.
Yeah. And I'm glad that I've promoted them as much as I have.
Hey, it is what it is.
Oh my God.
You got enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the wife, though. If anything, I feel bad for the wife.
Yeah.
That's why would she want to be in this position? Like, come on. Now she's on camera with this. I mean, God bless the wife. God bless the whole fam. It is what it is.
I can't wait to see the kids. Pastor, what else do you what do you think as a pastor and a man? Like, you know, what's your perspective? What's your feelings about this?
God don't like ugly. That's his perspective, right?
Well, he's obviously brought God into the conversation, and
is it a tactic though?
Well, the thing that's on the forefront of my mind, in all seriousness, is that I had to go through a ministerial process before I was ordained, and you know, Mr. Jaxn, I don't think needed to go through any kind of qualification process to become a love so-called expert, and that he put himself into a certain office, and he did not live up to what would be expected of that office. And I think that there should be some consequence to, I don't know, who holds him into account. The only person that I can think of that holds him into account is his wife, and we don't know what happens behind, what happens in their home, and that's none of our business.
Exactly.
But I mean, his appeal and I guess that was an apology,
Yes.
really kind of, falls on my deaf ears.
Didn't he say, "I'm sorry that you put me on a pedestal"? Basically, he never
Yes.
said like, "I'm sorry for swindling you." I'm sorry. I'm not.
Yeah.
There was never an official apology for what I did.
Yeah.
It was more
My
like,
wife and I worked it out, but I don't remember him saying in that video that he was sorry.
He never
Yeah.
said he was sorry to anybody. He just it was basically like this. Me and my wife worked it out, so I don't know why you guys keep coming into our business. It's none of your business.
Yeah,
Leave mind your own
basically.
business.
He said, "I'm not married to you," and I'm
I'm
like,
not
I mean, the
mad.
people you kind of.
I'm not married to you guys. Anyway, all I did was sell you 4 lies, and you bought it. That's not my fault,
All I
stupid.
did was mentally stimulate you with 7 editions of cards.
7, yeah. The same card, just boxed differently.
A little different packaging, maybe 1 extra card of stimulation.
Right.
Let me tell you something. That video stimulated me, and that I think we should petition that video to be used during torture, like like Chinese water torture or waterboarding. I think we should play that on a loop, and terrorists will give up all the information because it's just a horrible video. It's
To
painful
watch
to
it on a
watch.
loop.
Yeah, it's painful to watch. I mean, God, it's awful.
Even the Middle Eastern men will be like, "Let go of your wife's hand."
I can't.
What kind of accent was that, Mo?
I don't know.
That was an amalgamation of many accents.
I don't know how to do a Middle Eastern accent, so I just can't.
All right. Well, I think we've spent more
much
than
time.
enough, too much time on Derrick Jaxn and
Get him out.
Denia.
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 Let's say Denia.
Yeah.
And as we end all of our podcasts with a prayer, and we'll lift up Denia in this prayer. Amen. So, Father God, we live in an age where we can be in other people's business at the click of a mouse. And so, Lord, I don't know Derrick, and I don't know Denia, but Lord, I ask that you lift up Denia and that you give her the strength and the discernment that she needs right now.
Yes.
And that, Lord, I ask that you direct Derrick in the way that you want him to go. So, God, I ask a blessing on Griddy, and I ask a blessing on Mo. And I ask this through the precious name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Wait, before you say amen, can you throw in that I never get a Snapple from DoorDash again?
I'm not asking God for that.
I just want to make sure that that's clear. We don't get that. I'll do it on my own. I'll do it tonight.
I think you should do a review of this delivery.
It sucks.
And leave God out of it. I'm disappointed that you're even drinking Snapple.
Oh God! I mean,
I'm
this one's
disappointed
bad.
that it's diet.
This one, it's bad.
I can't believe they're still in business. I figured people
Why?
would have gotten
Snapple's
bored with
great.
them 10 years ago.
We would never know.
No. Snapple's the best.
It's
one of the
great.
best.
What are you talking about,
It's
Pastor?
a step up from Arizona. That
Definitely.
one. I mean, everybody. I think all of us have graduated.
Okay. Arizona is crackhead juice.
Yeah, we've all graduated from Arizona, but we're not giving up Snapple.
But once in a while, it's okay to get an Arizona.
Once in a while, I was gonna get a watermelon crackhead juice because that watermelon is a great watermelon and mango.
Those are the great.
If I'm gonna shout out any iced tea, I'm gonna shout out.
Yeah, what do you drink?
Stewart's iced tea.
Stewart's? I never had it.
Yeah, it's a convenience store up here in upstate New York, and Stewart's iced tea I look forward to every summer.
Gotta try it.
I don't think I've ever had Stewart's iced tea. Now that you said it,
I
think we got to go get it, Pastor. It's probably out now.
Let's go get some.
Yeah, I think that they have it year round now. I think it used to be a seasonal thing. But I'm old. I remember when we used to buy Stewart soda in a big, heavy-duty cardboard case that had a metal frame around it, and there were glass two quart bottles of soda, and we get cola and birch beer and root beer
Ugh.
and lemon
Black cherry.
lime.
Do they
There
have
might have
black
been black
cherry?
cherry. There might have
That's
been
the
black
best.
cherry.
That's
Yeah,
the best.
I think I'm. Oh, an orange.
There you go.
The orange would have been only one I drunk out of that whole list.
And I'll
And the
tell you, is
cola.
drinking soda out of glass just tastes
Ugh.
better than drinking out of
Oh my
plastic.
God, it
Yes,
is. It's
so
so much
good.
better.
So much
So
better.
much better. I remember like this
Thomas put me
week-
onto the glass.
last week I probably had like 6 glass Cokes
Ugh, they're so
in
good.
1 week. It was the best.
Yeah.
For breakfast. Breakfast of champions.
I don't know why Coca-Cola doesn't bring back those big tall glass bottles. That was the best.
They have them.
They have
I
them.
had 6 last week.
They have them.
It's called the Mexican cola.
But aren't they
Yeah.
in the short glass bottles?
Oh yeah, they're not like 2 liters. Yeah,
No. They used to
they're
have
like this big.
They do them in the short bottles, but there used to be a taller version of that bottle,
Oh
not a
yeah.
2 liter.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
think it was like 32 ounces or something. No, that's too much. Well,
It's
whatever
probably
it
like
was,
16, 14.
it was probably at least a foot long, foot tall.
foot long.
Very immature, Mo.
We're not
Yeah,
even going to ask
dirty
where his mind went.
We know where it went. It's very immature.
Yeah. All right, brother Mo. We'll have a talk later.
Oh God.
Cleanse you of your dirty mind.
I didn't even have a dirty mind. I literally just thought of Subway.
All that Derrick Jaxn you're listening to. Gotta cut it out.
All right. Well, this has been the 6th episode of the No Name Yet podcast. Proudly having no name yet. Thank you, Griddy. Thank you, Mo.
Thank you.
Yeah. Think of a name.
Bye.